Please remain standing while the Mount Everett Band, directed by Courtney English, performs the national anthem. Please be seated. Nice work. We're off to a good start. If you could have seen our graduation practice yesterday, the getting up and down by the senior class was atrocious. Very proud of you for starting the right way. Good morning. On behalf of the school committee administration and staff of the Southern Berkshire Regional School District, welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2026. Our guests, go ahead. Thank you. I'm determined to get this thing done in 1 hour, but I guess I should have paused to let you clap, so thank you. Our guests and colleagues joining me on stage, school committee members, Vice Chair Amy Bainbridge-Jordan, and Chair Julie Hannon. In the audience, we have Art Pataki and Kimberly Alcantara. And I hope I didn't miss anyone else from the school committee. I would like to, she's here. And E. Bonnie Silvers is here. Just quickly want to thank the school committee for the work they do in supporting all that we have here at Mount Everett and Under Mountain and our outlying schools, so thank you. Also on stage, our superintendent of schools, Dr. Brian Ricca. Director of Curriculum Instruction and Professional Development, Dr. Sarah Tatra. Director of Student Services, Dr. Jonathan Bruna. School Council and Graduation Coordinator, Don Estes-Dodd. School Counselor, Lou Randall. Graduation Coordinator, Neil Barberry. His family paid for the more expensive tickets right up front. Chorus Director, Madeline Caruso. And the Mount Everett Band with its director, Courtney English. I am Jesse Carpenter, principal of Mount Everett Regional School. Oh boy. I forgot our assistant principal, Julie Sternagel. I feel terrible about that, but I'm not going to lie to you. I refuse to wear reading glasses at my advanced age. So if I make any other mistakes in here, or you don't understand what I'm about to say, it's because I really can't see what's on the page. So I am super fired up to be here today for 3 reasons. Number one, I graduated on this stage from Mount Everett Regional School in 1992. And so anytime I get to come here and organize this event, brings back great memories from my time in high school. So that's exciting. Secondly, as a 5-year-old told me 2 years ago, I look like a wizard in my costume. So I'm pretty pumped up about that. And thirdly, I get to wear my graduation shoes, which are school colors. And I pull them out only for this event. And anytime our teams play in championship games, so for this year I got to wear them twice because the boys basketball team got to the Western Mass Finals. So I appreciate that. As a kid, I loved Schoolhouse Rock. The show debuted on ABC in 1973. I was born in 1974, so in my formative years I watched all the episodes. Who can forget Conjunction Junction? Conjunction Junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and phrases and clauses, and had the trains going. It was awesome. Or how about interjections, where the kid gets a shot in his rear end and says, hey, that smarts, ouch, that hurts, yow, that's not fair, giving a guy a shot down there. These words and sounds and lyrics helped me understand grammar, and maybe even was the inspiration that pushed me to be an English teacher. My favorite Schoolhouse Rock song by far was 3 is a Magic Number. Always remember the chorus. 3 is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. So with 3 as the theme, I'm going to give everyone here, graduates, audience members, even the employees here at Orca Tanglewood, 3 pieces of advice. Nuggets of wisdom, if you will. The first piece of advice I gave to you all on Wednesday at the Senior Awards night. If you did not attend, you missed out. My words were inspiring. Well, at least my family thought so, although only 3 of the 6 members showed up. I'm pretty sure the 3 of them were inspired. I challenge all of you to show kindness, compassion, and understanding at every step of the way. No matter what happens, be good to all the others around you. See what I did there with 3 ways to be good to others? I would share the rest of my advice from that night about being kind, but we're under a time crunch to get done in 1 hour. If you missed Wednesday, when we give out the diplomas, ask the person sitting next to you if they were there, and if they were, they can relay my words of wisdom that night to you. Just remember to pay attention when the graduate you are here to see and support has his or her name called. The second piece of advice that I would give you would be to show some grit in life. There will be times in life when things are going to get tough, where you have the perseverance to overcome the obstacles that you face. Sometimes the obstacles will seem bigger than they are, but really they're just inconveniences. I will use myself as an example. This year has been trying at times. For most of the fall, I had 4 people living in my house. My mother, my youngest son, my wife, who I met in 9th grade at Mount Everett when I was a student, and me, we're the only ones home. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner was manageable, the prep time was minimal, and the cost of the meals was not overwhelming. Fast forward to April, and now we regularly feed 9 people. People see all the cars in my yard and say, did you have a party? And the answer is no, we just had people over for dinner. The money is insane. The receipt at Stop and Shop makes my left side go numb. I'm not joking. Last Saturday we spent $400. Then went back twice on Sunday, raising the weekend expenditures to just south of $600. My second obstacle this year I mentioned briefly a couple sentences ago. My mother lives with me. I know that sounds great, and many of you here like her. But she is a lot. I don't wonder anymore why my 3 siblings moved to California immediately after college graduation. I have a 4th sibling, a brother who lives in Connecticut, but he pretends not to be home, so guess what? I get Mom. And it's great. But sometimes the obstacles are larger and more meaningful. This school year has been a bit stressful. I don't think I need to elaborate more about that. But you know what? I need to show some grit to overcome these things. I need to be positive, How many more years will I have all my kids living under the same roof and bringing their friends over for dinner? It's great to have them all home. It's also great to have my mother around. She drives me crazy, but I have to love her, right? Please say yes so I can continue to get through this. And the issues that we have at school, well, they'll be okay too. We have a whole lot of people in that building who care about the students and each other. We will get through this time together. We always do. We have a community that supports us, and no matter how difficult the financial decisions have been and will be, we will get through this together. Again, I hope you see, I gave you 3 examples of hardships that I need to overcome, because 3 is the magic number. Lastly, my 3rd piece of advice I gave every year, which is, be that pig. This is the best advice that I was ever given. It came from my Babe Ruth coach in New Jersey. Our team had 13 players, 12 of which went on to play college baseball. After a bad loss where he thought that we did not give the appropriate effort, he told us that in a bacon and egg breakfast, the chicken is involved, but the pig is totally invested. We had no idea what he was talking about. But years later, we figured it out. And that's my 3rd challenge to all of you on the stage. Whatever you choose to do next year, college, the military, or join the workforce, be totally committed to what you do. Be that pig. Soon to be graduates and members of Eagle Nation, remember these 3 nuggets of wisdom, because 3 is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's a magic number. Thank you. The first speaker on our program will be the class of 2026 salutatorian, Philip Enoch, to deliver our welcome address.
Thank you, Mr. Carpenter. That speech gets better and better every year. Good morning, and welcome to the graduation of the Mount Everett Senior Class of 2026. Before I begin, I'd like to say a few thanks. First, to Mr. Carpenter and Dr. Ricca, both of whom greet their students every day. Dr. Ricca being so excited that he'll say good morning to you even if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Additionally, I'd like to thank our teachers and all of Mount Everett's faculty and staff. They have mentored us, guided us, and dragged us to this moment, and are deserving of our praise. But most importantly, I have to thank all of you, parents, family, friends, distant relatives who insist that they used to change your diapers. For those here today and for those who are not, we are blessed to have you in our lives. To the parents, I encourage you to cherish this moment. And to my fellow students, just because I said thank you to your parents does not excuse you from doing the same. Make sure that every day you tell them how appreciated they are. A quick fun fact. The word salutatorian derives from the Latin word salutorius, which means a position created solely to bump up the round times of graduation and keep you in those uncomfortable seats for an extra 10 minutes. End quote. But the unofficial definition says that I'm supposed to welcome you and impart some wisdom. So, if you'll bear with me, I'd like to tell you a very simple, practical story about New York City, a free massage, and the world's greatest living trumpet player, Wynton Marsalis. Now, if you've never heard of him, which I don't think any of you have except for that guy, don't be ashamed, because up until I met him, I thought his name was Winstead Suralis. But thanks to Miss English and a jazz band field trip, I got to learn about this amazing person. In the heart of New York City is Lincoln Center, and in the heart of the Lincoln is a big band jazz orchestra. We got to go watch them practice, and it was an incredible experience. That room was a think tank of music. Ideas were flying across the room. People were talking with their instruments and finessing the notes and rhythms in fascinating ways. The talent in that place was almost dazzling, and it was so immersive that we hardly noticed when the musicians had taken a break. As myself and my friend were sitting down, we began to talk about how awesome this experience was, unknowing that Wynton Marsalis was on the move. He must have crept up behind us, because suddenly we felt this legendary presence. And we were speculating if he was really behind us, but we didn't want to look. It was awkward, but all of a sudden, I feel a hand on my right shoulder, and then two hands. And I look up behind me to see Wynton Marsalis staring down at me and massaging my shoulders. Let me repeat that. Wynton Marsalis was giving me a massage. This sustained for at least a minute, and I felt like a nervous wreck. I mean, what on earth was going on? So, in an attempt to break this awkward silence, I kind of glanced up at him, like a field mouse who's just encountered a hawk with his talons gripped around him. So I stuttered, excuse me, Mr. Sorales, did you go to school for music? And his hand stopped. And I got scared because I just realized I got his name wrong on top of asking the world's stupidest question. Because of course he did. He's the most intellectual musician on this planet. But he just leaned in, looked me in the eyes, and simply said, no. He said, kid, I dropped out of college after 2 years because that's not how you learn music. Music is life. It's not a degree, it's not something you learn, it's something you experience. This diploma we will receive today is just a piece of paper, but it represents memories, experiences, a past we will cherish. Conversely, it represents a new beginning, an initiation into the new world, one where we will hopefully find and cherish something as much as Mr. Marsalis treasures music. To the students venturing out today, I wish you safe travels on this journey, and do pray that you experience life and learning to its fullest. It may not be as direct as a great jazz musician whispering it into your ear while giving a rub-down. For the record, his hands were quite soft. But I hope you all understand that to learn is to experience, and that to experience is to live. Good luck, and thank you.
Phil, thank you. Neil Barber and Don Estes Dahl will now announce the recipient of a few awards.
I will wear my glasses, even though I've made the font 18. So you're welcome. Wednesday, I also gave some words of advice, but I think I threatened you with a dance battle and a rap battle, so that's what you'll probably remember from me. The Massachusetts Secondary School Administrators Association Student Achievement Award is an honor presented to a senior who demonstrates outstanding academic excellence combined with exemplary school and community service. The award goes to Sophie Del Masto. The Principal's Leadership Award is an honor presented to a senior who excels both inside and outside the classroom and who has demonstrated the ability to combine academic excellence and leadership in school and community activities. The award goes to Benjamin Vella. The Mount Everett Student Council Award of Goodness is an award that recognizes a student for their generosity, for being inclusive of their peers, and for having an open heart and mind. The awardee was nominated by students in grades 9 through 12, along with faculty and staff. The winner was then chosen by secret ballot by a committee of faculty and staff, and the award goes to Sophie Del Masto. I would like to welcome School Committee Chair Julie Hannum to the podium to announce our two highest ranking students and to say a few words. Would Dr. Ricka and Jesse please stay at the table and join us?
Principal Carpenter talked about the class of 1992. I will proudly claim to be alumni 1975. Eagles go deep here. And I know that there are alumni before me in the audience. As an honors graduate of the Mount Everett class of 1975, it is a special privilege for me to formally recognize our salutatorian and valedictorian, these two students whose dedication, perseverance, and commitment to excellence have distinguished them as the top scholars of the class of 2026. They have devoted countless hours and a tremendous amount of hard work and dedication to their studies at Mount Everett to receive this time-honored recognition. Their accomplishments are a testament not only to their individual efforts, but also to the support of their families, their teachers, and this school community. The Mount Everett class of 2026 salutatorian, as we met previously, is Philip Enoch. The Mount Everett class of 2026 valedictorian is Benjamin Vella. Congratulations all, Mount Everett class of 2026. School committee colleagues, Dr. Ricka, Mr. Carpenter, faculty, staff, families, and students, I am pleased to bring greetings from the Southern Berkshire Regional School District School Committee in celebration of the class of 2026. It's no secret that our school committee has had a difficult year. However, one thing I know for sure, each and every person who serves on our committee does so because they care deeply about our students and ensuring that every student receives the highest quality educational experience that we are able to provide. Student achievement and student success, measured in so many different ways, are our highest priority. Thank you to the teachers and school community who contribute to student success. When I look at you, class of 2026, I see 40 unique young adults reaching a major milestone today, all of you ready and eager to take the next steps on a journey of lifelong learning. Some of you are headed to college to pursue a career that requires higher education. Some of you may be pursuing a career in the trades with coveted skills, or headed into the workforce to explore different options, or perhaps considering military service. Whatever path you choose, remember there are so many important life lessons that will happen concurrently along the way, and that there's always something new to learn. You'll encounter forks in the road. Keep your mind open and make thoughtful choices. Dream big, maybe even a million dreams. Don't be afraid to fail. Adapt and move forward. Keep growing and become your best self. In closing, I share a quote that I framed and kept in my office at Berkshire Community College, always visible for my students to see. Risk more than others think is safe, care more than others think is wise, dream more than others think is practical, and expect more than others think is possible. Congratulations to each and every one of you, to your families and friends who celebrate you today, and best wishes on your next chapter. Thank you.
Julie, thank you. I had the privilege this year of conducting a tour at Mount Everett with Julie's class, which had their 50th reunion. And it's one of the best parts about being part of Eagle Nation and Mount Everett is how excited those people were to see the new school, to see the old school, which is the elementary school now. And I was just so impressed because they kept asking so many questions about our current students. And it just shows how, spanning the years, people care about every kid that walks through our building. So thank you.
And I can just add, my high school was Under Mountain Elementary School. That was my Mount Everett.
Thank you for that as well. A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman, arranged by Roger Emerson, was chosen by the senior chorus members who will now join their classmates in their final performance as members of the Mount Everett Chorus, directed by Madeline Caruso. Thank you to the Mount Everett Chorus and Maddie. That was great. I would like to welcome Superintendent Dr. Brian Rickard to once again announce the Massachusetts Superintendent Certificate of Academic Excellence and to say a few words.
Although this award was formally presented at a recent school committee meeting, we'd like to recognize this student once again in front of family, friends, classmates, and faculty. So, therefore, the Massachusetts Superintendent's Certificate for Excellence goes to Benjamin Bella. Good morning, everybody. Happy graduation day, Mount Everett Regional High School Class of 26. Before I begin the remarks that I have printed in front of me, I want to take a moment and speak to the parents in the audience. Because last Sunday, at St. Paul's School in Concord, New Hampshire, I was exactly where you were. I was watching my oldest son graduate from high school, and because the schedule is aligned, for the first time ever, a member of my family is here to be a part of graduation remarks for the first time in 15 years as a superintendent. So to the parents in the audience, the lump in the throat is real, but it does get better. This is without question one of your proudest days, watching your children cross the stage to earn a high school diploma. For me, it is a professional privilege to serve this community as superintendent. And despite the fact that I do say good morning, no matter what time of day, as Philip pointed out, this here is one of the best parts of my job. I have a chance to convey my congratulations to the class of 26 for all that you've accomplished. You've not reached this stage alone. Indeed, today, this place, this venue is full of family and friends who have played a significant role in helping you all get here. We rarely get to these points in our lives without the people who accompany us and support us along the way. But also walking with you on this educational journey, class of 2026, are the faculty and staff, not just of Mount Everett, but also from New Marlborough Central School, South Egremont, and Undermountain Elementary School. You are all products of this beautiful educational enterprise that we call the Southern Berkshire Regional School District. And every adult who has crossed your path and touched your life is genuinely proud of you today. Since this is the first time I've addressed graduates of Mount Everett, I sought out some advice as to what I should say to all of you. I recently was introduced to a soundbite from a commencement address that got my attention. The soundbite came from remarks that Denzel Washington gave in 2011 to the University of Pennsylvania. Denzel Washington grew up in Mount Vernon, New York. I grew up in Mount Vernon, New York. Denzel Washington earned a degree from Fordham University. I earned a degree from Fordham University. So, as far as I can tell, Mr. Washington and I have a lot in common. In fact, between the two of us, we've got 2 Oscars. Not bad for 2 kids from Mount Vernon. With all kidding aside, he gave some great advice, which he qualified came from his wife, Pauletta, that I will share with all of you. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. You're all preparing to do something you never did this coming fall. And whether you're not sure what it is yet, whether you're getting a job, joining the armed services, or going to college, you will have to grapple with this question. How then shall you all live meaningfully in a world where there are so many claims to what is true and good? So if you will indulge me for a few moments, and I didn't go with the 3, Mr. Carpenter, I'm going to only offer 2 pieces of advice. Because the answer to that question is going to be as individual as the 40 of you are. But the first, and you've heard this before from almost every speaker so far, be kind, or at the very least be decent. In whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you meet, be 1 inch kinder, be 1 inch more decent. I assure you, I did not coordinate my remarks with Mr. Carpenter or Mr. Marberry for your awards assembly from Wednesday, but they both said essentially the same thing. Be kind, or decent, Simple in concept, but as we've seen, seemingly and somehow terribly, terribly tricky in our world today. But consider the following. During a marathon in 2021, a Kenyan runner was just short of the finish line when he got confused by the signage because it was not in his native language. The runner stopped and thought he had completed the race. Another runner from Spain was right behind him and realized what had happened and shouted to the Kenyan to keep going. As you might have guessed, the Kenyan didn't understand Spanish, and the Spaniard couldn't speak to the Kenyan in his native language. So instead, the Spaniard pushed the Kenyan to victory. After the race, a reporter cornered the Spaniard. "Why did you do this?" the reporter said. The Spaniard replied, "My dream is that one day we can have the kind of community of life that pushes ourselves and others to win." The reporter wasn't satisfied. "But why did you let the Kenyan win?" The Spaniard said, "I didn't let him win. He would win. It was his race." Final question from the reporter, who still wasn't satisfied. "But you could have won." The Spaniard looked at him and said, "What would have been the merit of that victory? What would have been the honor of that medal?" And perhaps my favorite response, "What would my mother have thought?" I think the Spaniard, Mr. Fernandez, has a point. Be kind, or at the very least, be decent. My second piece of advice is to serve others. I'm a huge fan of Aaron Sorkin, playwright, screenwriter, film director. He's written for Broadway theater productions, feature-length movies, and television. In 2012, when I think by my calculations all of you were probably learning how to read, one of his television shows debuted. It was called The Newsroom, about a fictional news network and its team. In the pilot episode, the main character, while on a journalism panel at Northwestern University, goes on what would charitably called a rant after a student during the question and answer session posed the question, "Why is America the greatest country in the world?" The reporter excoriates her that it is no longer the greatest country in the world, though it once was. And since this took place in 2012, every student in this fictional audience, like every student on the stage, has a cell phone and records the entire incident. The reporter is given a 2-week vacation, and upon his return, he's inspired to do better. Considers his journalism work now public service. And when asked at one point, he was pointed to the following question: is there something bigger we want to reach for? Or is self-interest our basic resting pulse? Class of 26, I would have to offer you that self-interest cannot be your basic resting pulse. You can and should reach for something, anything, bigger than self-interest by serving others. Your parents have served you. By choosing to live in one of our 5 towns, or school choicing in, they've ensured that you would go to our public schools. Your educators have served you. And by educators, I mean anyone you've encountered in our district. Facilities, cafeteria staff, office administrative assistants, guidance counselors, principals, assistant principals, social workers, paraeducators, and the men and women who we have tasked with ensuring that the diploma you will receive today and earned means something, your teachers. They do this by committing to countless hours that you never see. When you arrive to a class or to a room in our school where an engaging, thoughtful, challenging lesson is there to be a part of, that is the result of a myriad of minutes that take place when you're not there, and often when you're asleep. Planning and executing and assessing learning in the 21st century is not for the faint of heart. Your teachers are nothing short of amazing. Every single person who works in the Southern Berkshire Regional School District has reached for something bigger by serving all of you. So now, class of 2026, it's your turn. To close the loop on my reference to the newsroom, there is a Sorkin-esque bow on this scene with the college student. As it turns out, being yelled at by a news reporter in front of their peers at Northwestern did nothing to deter this young woman. She followed the change in the reporter's path and ultimately applied for an internship at his news network. It was long enough after the original incident that the reporter forgot about her, and when he saw her in their conference room interviewing, he couldn't place her right away. Once he did, he rushed to confront her. Asking the recent college graduate if indeed she was the one who asked the question that caused the rant that changed the trajectory of his career, the reporter said, "Why are you here?" She responded that she wants to be a part of the public service that he has changed, that she sees that he has done. She wants to be a part of the decency happening in this fictional world. She wants to reach beyond her self-interest. After a beat, the reporter looks at her and says, "Ask me your question again." With some trepidation and a significant amount of hesitation, she looks up at him and says, "What makes America the greatest country in the world?" And his response, "You do." Class of 26, you will leave here today, off to get something you never had by doing something you never did. You're graduating at a time in our world that perhaps is the most polarizing that I've ever seen. The climate is one where we respond first and ask questions later. You are in the midst of a tumultuous, ever-changing time, and today we send you off into it. When facing this challenge, I humbly recommend that you do one of two things: be kind or serve others. This is not to say that we expect you to lay down in the face of something that you do not value. We expect you to stand up for what is right, what you believe is right, to be an advocate and an ally for those who are being marginalized and who are on the fringes of our culture. And these are some of the things you've already done. When we chatted in the auditorium in May, I asked you what you were proudest of as a class, and you shared that you made connections and that you worked together, that you got through COVID, you were accepting of everyone, and that you're close as a group. You're proud that you helped each other get ready for the real world. You did not give in to peer pressure, and conformity is not something that you value as a group. And even though you unfortunately missed every opportunity for an overnight field trip, you are ready to soar and leave the eagle's nest to join Eagle's Nation. It sounds to me like you're already being kind, serving others, and reaching beyond self-interest. So based on the fact that you've completed all the requirements set forth by the state of Massachusetts and the Southern Berkshire Regional School District School Committee, you earn a diploma this morning and will leave Tanglewood not as students, but as alumni of Mount Everett. We wish you well in how you choose to live your life. So on behalf of our school committee, the faculty and staff of New Marlborough, South Egremont, Undermountain, and of course, all those here from Mount Everett, I congratulate you for this accomplishment, and I genuinely look forward to seeing how you will answer this question. How then do you live meaningfully in a world where there are so many claims to what is true and good? Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Dr. Ricca. I just want to take a moment and thank Dr. Ricca for his leadership of the school district this year. I wish it would have gone smoother, but I appreciate all you did. Certainly, you have shown kindness, a lot of grit, and you were that pig because you were dedicated to us this year, so thank you. You can clap. I think we're still good on time. I didn't wear a watch today, but I don't want to get anybody upset when I pull out my phone, so I'll wait a little bit and see where we are. So, The Legend of Hanjo by Christina Huss was chosen by the senior class band members who will now join their classmates in their final performance as members of the Mount Everett Band, directed by Courtney English. Thank you to the Mount Everett Band and Courtney English. It is now with great pleasure that I introduce the class of 2026 valedictorian, Benjamin Vella, to deliver the honors speech.
Good morning, everyone. Family, friends, teachers, mentors, and peers. Thank you for being here on this momentous day in the lives of these graduates. This April, many of us watched as the Artemis II mission brought humans around the moon for the first time in 50 years. As the rocket lifted off from Launch Pad 39B on April 1st, I was reminded of how many years those astronauts had trained and prepared for their journey among the stars. Graduating class of 2026, today is our launch day. Like those astronauts, we've trained for this day. For 12 years, we've built the skills and knowledge to be successful in the world. That's right, we've worked hard, and we did it. Here we are. Every test, every lab report, every homework assignment, and every time you rushed to the class to get there before the bell, called a friend to do homework together, studied for a test between classes, all of those has led to this moment. As the rocket lifted off the launch pad, I was also reminded of the countless hours of labor and hard work that others put into getting that rocket off that launch pad. Hundreds of engineers, chemists, and physicists building the rocket, countless people supporting and training the crew, even politicians and administration keeping the vision of the mission. When those astronauts left Earth's atmosphere, they carried the love and hope of thousands with them. Like those astronauts, we also had a group of people. Family, teachers, mentors, and peers, guiding us along the way. As I stand here, I see myself surrounded by kind and familiar faces that have supported me and my classmates throughout our youth. Mount Everett is a tight-knit community, and because of that, we all know and support each other in a way that's pretty rare in a high school environment. It's hard not to turn a corner in the hallway and see a friendly or familiar face, a teacher saying good morning, a classmate asking you about your day. Mount Everett feels like a family, and like a family, we support each other. With that said, I'd like to share my tremendous gratitude to all of you, to the incredible staff and faculty at our school who build the programs that have inspired us and made us the people we are today, as well as to our families, friends, and relatives who offered a Band-Aid when we were injured, jokes when we were tired, shared in our triumphs and our losses, and cared for us every step of the way. Without all of you, none of us would be where we stand today. So thank you to all of you. Thanks to you, we, the graduates, the class of 2026, are ready to go out into the world. We still don't know everything. There will be trials and tribulations. It may take us some time to get used to you not being there to support us. But not only have you equipped us with the knowledge and skills to face the known, but you've also given us the skills to learn, change, adapt, and find new ways of navigating our ever-changing world. So here we are, launch day. The rocket is filled, the engines are lit, the support crew is waiting in the stands. And from this point forward, graduates, the ship is yours to command. From now on, you do whatever you want. I've heard a lot of talk today about careers and service, but also you can do whatever you want. Pursue a career, go to any country, do any hobby, meet new people, eat food, try new things, travel to the ends of the world. I'd be remiss to say that this freedom doesn't come with some responsibility. No longer do you have the safety blanket of your support crew. You will make mistakes, you will fail, and from time to time you may need to call back to Houston. But that's okay, because with every mistake, you'll learn and you'll grow. As we take this final step into adulthood, I ask you all to trust in the training that your support that your support crew has given you, and embrace the future with an open mind. I'm so proud to share this day and achievement with all of you. Congratulations to the Mount Everett graduating class of 2026. Good luck on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. At this time, the school committee of the Southern Berkshire Regional School District takes pride in awarding diplomas to the class of 2026. Julie Hannum, chairperson of the school committee, along with Superintendent Dr. Brian Ricca and Assistant Principal Julie Starnagel, will join me in making the presentations. I remembered you this time.
Good morning, everyone. It's really nice to see so many familiar faces out there. Class of 2026, today is more than a celebration of what you've accomplished. It's a reminder of what you're capable of becoming. Throughout your years in high school, you've faced challenges, adapted to change, supported one another, and grown in ways that cannot be measured by grades, awards, or test scores. The resilience, determination, and character you've developed will serve you well beyond the walls of Mount Everett. As you leave this chapter behind, remember that success is not defined by a single destination. It's built through the choices you make every day. The courage to try something new, the willingness to learn from failure, and the commitment to keep moving forward when the path is uncertain. The world needs your ideas, your talents, and your voices. Dream boldly, work diligently, and never stop believing that you can make a difference. So without further ado, the following graduates, please come forward and be recognized. Madison Patricia Van Dusen. Sophie Michelle Damasto. Elizabeth Rose Robitaille. Jade Isaiah Brown. Lillian Valley Rotenberg. Lindsay C. Markham. Ainsley Ann Kranz. London Elizabeth Kranz. Siobhan Eloise Fidel. Rosalind May Rotenberg. Adara Suzanne Foss. Madeline Esther Emmerling. Xavier Elijah Zorn. Kyle Erminio Sermony. Max Taishi Manning. Levi Michael Boardman. Brody Stalker Kinna. Cameron Richard Kuhn. Quinn David Butler Carlson. Kingston John Lee. Jonah Abraham Harrington. Benjamin Bryant Bella. Jaden Paul Dolby Capeless. Nicholas Paul Thompson. Guthrie Floyd Davis. Finnegan Moon Vion. Philip Edward Enoch. David Batista Santos. Hayden James Pothel. Alexis Jordan Jeffries. Italia Oates. Abigail Elise Reiners. Annabella Rose Brady. Emily Sophia Gilmore. Kamari Kamala Pridgeon. Alexis Aaron Peck. Cheyenne Elizabeth Tilley. Congratulations to all of you.
All right, not bad with the sitting and standing. That was much better than yesterday. At this time, I would like to introduce the officers of the class of 2026. Gold Team Captain Philip Enoch. Gold Team Captain Emily Gilmore. Student Representative Benjamin Vella. Treasurer Jaden Dolby-Capeless. Secretary Abigail Reiners. Vice President Madison Van Dusen. Class President Elizabeth Robitaille. Elizabeth Robitaille, would you please come down to lead the class in the tassel ritual? Who's got to come up first? All right. You are all aware that you would not be standing up here today if it were not for the love and support of the people sitting out there. Please join me in giving your friends and families a hand. Oh boy. All right, a couple quick thank yous. I want to thank Ed Bramer and his staff, Benny Kiefner, Fred Shaw, for all they did to make this thing work by bringing everything here. I want to thank Donna Sisdub and Neil Barberry, co-graduation coordinators, for the work that they do. Behind the scenes, I want to thank Lou Randall and Courtney Shimon for the work that they do. And Camilla Tabor and Linda Hamill for the help with all the grades, report cards, and transcripts. I really enjoy the show PTI, pardon the interruption. At the end, they do omissions and errors. So first, I would like to again apologize to Julie Sternagel for forgetting her. She is one of the most important people we have at Mount Everett. Secondly, I failed you miserably today. We are 14 minutes over. I try to set goals. This time it didn't go so well, so I will learn from this and make the adjustment next year. I apologize. If you want to send any emails of anger, please direct them to Neil Barberry. You're the graduation guy. Please leave Dawn Estes-Daub alone. She has enough to do. And if neither respond to you, send it to John Hamill. Thank you, John. For the record, I used the word 3 or made reference to it 33 times this morning. Why? Because 3 is a magic number. As we conclude this celebration, on behalf of the staff, faculty, administration, I offer our sincerest congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2026. May your journey ahead be filled with happiness, good health, purpose, and success as you embrace the opportunities and challenges that await you. Please stand and remain at your seats as the faculty and staff will lead the recessional and form our receiving line at the rear of the shed. And thank you very much, and everybody have a lovely day.